Buffaloes, a place that feels like home from day one. Milligan is a Christ-centered liberal arts university where you're known by name, surrounded by a community rich in faith, tradition, and a mission to help prepare you to be a servant leader.
Imagine with me what the next 4+ years of your life could look like.
From your first day of class to graduation, Milligan is where your faith grows, your education is expanded, and you're prepared for what's ahead.
Come experience it for yourself. Schedule a visit at milligan.edu today.
going to? Are you going over to tell him? Now? And from Steve Lacey Fieldhouse, we bid you a very pleasant good evening and welcome to 2025 Milligan University Buffalo Volleyball. Yours truly, Tom Taylor, courtside here at Steve Lacey, ready to bring it to you tonight. Milligan with a record of 1-3, taking on the Bluefield Lady Rams with a record of 1-4. So, ready to bring it to you here on a Tuesday, the final day of the month of September. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take a look at some of the stats for the Lady Buffaloes. Coach Doniva Bays in her 18th season. Our kill leader right now is Shelby Miller with 121. Erin Littleton, the freshman out of Bristol, with 94. Bella DeVotai from Greenville with 98. Kill department, Addison Barney, 7. Kira Ryan, one of our players of the game the other night, has 50. Taylor Bryn has 40. Riley Bryn has 33. And Courtney Nye has 12. That's the killed leader for the team. We have 70 serve aces on the season, which is pretty impressive, led by Shelby with 14, by Riley and Kendall Hodge, and 10 by Faith Wilson. So our service aces are pretty strong. In the dig department, we got several over 100, led by Grace Sanderson, who played the game the other night, with 176. You have 134. Faith Wilson, 107. Shelby Miller with 100 digs. She's awesome. This lady leads the kills, one of the leaders in digs, leads us in aces in the serve department. And our block leader would be, that's no surprise, Shelby Miller was 6 and Addison Varney was 6. So pretty rock solid. We beat Bryan, lose to Tennessee Wesleyan here on Saturday, the one we streamed for you, losing 3-2. Winning the third set 25-23. Or check that, won the first set 25-20, won the fourth set 25-19, and the rally set got beat 15-11. So Lady Buffaloes getting ready to do battle with Bluefield. Again, our roster goes Taylor Bryn 2, Riley Bryn 3, Kendall Hodge wears 4, Erin Littleton wears 5, Olivia Schoenstrahl wears 6, Courtney Nye 8, Kira Ryan wears 10, Addison Varney 11, Bella DeVotai wears 20, Grace Sanderson 22, Faith Wilson wears 24, and Shelby Miller wears 25 for the Lady Buffaloes of 18-year coach Donnie. For the Bluefield Lady Rams, again, they come in with a record of 1-4 and 4-4 overall. Interesting out of Bluefield, Virginia, look at their roster. Nevada, California, Puerto Rico, Minnesota, Idaho, Kansas, Illinois. Wow. For Coach Kevin John. 0, Sydney James, Sienna Vitelli will be wearing 1, Jaden Bradley 2, Katie Voss 3. Let's see. Leah Santana wears 4. Kessid Russell wears 5. Elodie Torres wears 6. Morgan Wiggs 7th. Paige Betty 8. Kylie Sturgill wears 9. Deborah Louse wears 10. Abby Boehm will wear 13 for Bluefield. Sasson will wear 14. Isabel Lachuca will wear 18. Ella Goelik will wear 19. Caitlin Barrett wears 20. And for Bluefield, Camille Rivera wears 23. Brendan Sweeney about to get it started here, get our party going here. Lady Buff Volleyball from Steve Lacey Fieldhouse here on this final day of September 30th, 2025. We'll pick up the play introductions, be ready to go here.
Join us in supporting character-driven intercollegiate athletics. Milligan University is the AIA Champions of Character program and asks for your help to create a positive competitive environment showing respect for the student athletes, officials, and spectators. At this time, we ask that you please stand for the invocation given today by number 3, Riley Britton, and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Let's pray. Dear God, thank you for today, and thank you for allowing us all to be out here today. Please help us have a safe game and we all play for your glory. Amen.
And now, let's meet the teams. First, for the visitors from Bluefield. 0, Sydney James. Number 1, Sienna Vitelli. Number 3, Katie Voss. Number 5, Kessid Russell. Number 6, Elodie Torres. Number 7, Morgan Wigg. Number 8, Paige Betty. Number 9, Kylie Sturgill. Number 10, Debris Lausch. Number 13, Abby Bain. Number 14, Rachel Sasson. Number 18, Isabel Shuga. Number 19, Ella Goelik. Number 20, Caitlin. And number 23, Camille Gonzalez Rivera. Bluefield is coached by Kevin and assisted by Dana John and Kyle Pietrizak. And now, let's meet the Milligan University Lady Buffs. A freshman from Gray, Tennessee, number 2, Taylor Quinn. A senior from Gray, Tennessee, number 3, Riley Bryn. A freshman from Piney Flats, Tennessee, number 4, Kendall Hodge. A freshman from Bristol, Tennessee, number 5, Eric Middleton.
So here we go, ready to bring it to you. Lady Buff Volleyball against Bluefield University. Our players of the game first time out on Saturday was Grace Sanderson and Kira Ryan. So we'll see who gets those awards tonight. Both get a free buffet of pizza in Elizabethton, where they've got 18 pizzas at all times, 12 regular pizzas, 6 dessert pizzas, salad bar, soup bar. So the player of the game will get free food from Pizza Inn. So did Kaylee Hendrickson the other day because of who she is and what she does. Here we go. The league leader is Reinhardt at 5-0, so we're right now in the bottom half of the conference, which means nothing because the goal is to get – how many teams go to the tournament? 10? 8? Basketball's 10. 8. 10. Here we go. Cross shot. Bryn, great diving try by Sanderson over the shoulder to get it back for the Lady Buffaloes, Faith Wilson. Here's the kill. Back row, Bryn on the set. Ryan, and that is in. Great shot, Kira Ryan. From right front net to the backside of the back corner, 1-0. Lady Buffaloes. A good start. Great shot by Kira Ryan. So Bryn will serve it. Riley Bryn. Here's your set for Bluefield. Little dinker, and it goes in. Credit number 7. Morgan Wig with the point. So set 1, best 3 out of 5. And a 1-1 tie here. Serving the libero for Bluefield. On the jump serve, ready defensively, here it comes. Back row Sanderson on the pass. Here's the set. And good dig out by Bluefield. And that's out down the left side. It's a good dig out, by the way, by Katie Voss, the junior out of Nevada. They've got people from Nevada, Illinois, California, Puerto Rico, Idaho. Interesting to have that kind of cross list of kids or student athletes in Bluefield from all over the country in Bluefield, Virginia. Kill. Nice by Morgan Wig, the junior out of Willow River, Minnesota. So it becomes a 2-2 tie, or second tie of set 1 here. Thanks for being with us. Serving will be for Bluefield, number 10, Devery Lausch. Oh, nice dig out by Shelby Miller. Went down and got that one, but it ricocheted off her hand. My buddy Lightning. You ready for practice? Ready to go?
I'm not ready to practice. I just ate.
Well, I mean, are you ready for the season? All right. Lena Lyon, Lightning. We're counting on her to do big things. Young lady just came by and say hello to us. Played her basketball at Elizabeth, and now the point guard, and a good one for the Lady Buffs. Looking forward to bringing you Lady Buff basketball later on the season. Serving for the Lady Buffs, another tie, our third one of the set here. So this is an even-Steven start. Sanderson, good reaction, but couldn't get it back across on that second hit by Shelby. And Bluefield regains the lead 4-3 here. Have any luck? Point Bluefield, 5-3 here. Serving for the Lady Rams is Lausch. Sanderson. Nice shot by Wilson over the shoulder. Cross court, get it back across Bryn. Let her too far, 6-3 Bluefield. The court's not been long enough so far for us. We've hit several out. Devery Lausch. And that will sail on them. We'll get the serve and the ball back. We trail 6-4, set one. Milligan University Buffalo Volleyball. Shelby Miller to serve it. As we told you earlier, she has on the season, on the ace department, she has 14 aces. This time it won't be one. Left-hander, Miller. And misfire. Went off her hand. That would be Kara Ryan. No, DeVotai. Couldn't get it to go for. Misfire. They get the point. 7-4 Bluefield. So the Buffs again. Watching number 19, Ella Gowellick from California serving. Sanderson. Set. Wilson. DeVotai with the shot. They bring it back. Here's a dinker. And she just got over the net. Credit Sydney James. Las Vegas doubles the score now, 8-4 in set one.
Milligan University, home of the Buffalo, a place that feels like home from day one. Milligan is a Christ-centered liberal arts university where you're known by name, surrounded by a community rich in faith, tradition, and a mission to help prepare you to be a servant leader.
Imagine with me what the next 4+ years of your life could look like.
From your first day of class to graduation, Milligan is where your faith grows, your education is expanded, and you're prepared for what's ahead.
Come experience it for yourself. Schedule a visit at milligan.edu today.
Not seen the polls, going to milliganbuffs.com where all the information you need for Milligan sports. Our cross-country teams are number 2 and number 4 in the country. How about that? Ladies number 2, guys number 4 in America in NAIA polls this week. Very impressive for Milligan cross-country and veteran coach Chris Lane. We trail 8-4 here, set one. We got to get this ship turned around early. Here's Gowellick to serve. Back row. There's a dinker by DeVotai, and they get that turban across. Thought we had it. Sanderson on the set. A running hit by Varney. They'll keep it going. And they don't. Good job, Addison Varney. To get the point as she goes off the floor, 8-5. We trail, but we get the point. Grace Sanderson to serve here. Nice dig out by Bluefield. Number 7 goes up high. She can elevate. She can get up. Cross-court shot too far. 9-5. You're the man. You are the man right there. Miss Hendrickson got me a bottle of water. Thank you, Kaylee. I was parched. My lips are parched. Serving Bluefield will be Katie Voss. On the serve. Good dig out. Nice job on the try. She dug it. Just couldn't get it to go across for Taylor Bryn. 10-5. Bluefield. Set one. On the jump serve. Bryn. Wilson. Oh, DeVotai went up there, elevated, and hammered it. That one's not. Bella DeVotai to Greenville. Big time kill. 10-6. Lady Buffs for DeVotai. In the kill department, that would be number 99 on the season for DeVotai, the sophomore out of Greenville. Bluefield sets. Cross court, Sanderson right there on the pass. The set by Wilson. Aaron Littleton out of Bristol. Played very good Saturday. Goes back and does it again. Littleton goes up. Those long arms put it across the net and got us the point. 10-7. We've cut it to 3 here. Set one. Wilson, the sophomore out of Kingsport. And again, great dig out by Shelby on the kill by the Bluefield big girl. And that's off the hand of Libero. We get that point. Number 7, Morgan Wigg, 5'11" junior. She jumps like she's about 6'4". She can get up. But Shelby Miller went down and dug that one out perfectly in the back row. We got the point, 10-8. Serving Wilson. On the set. There again, nice block at the net by Kira Ryan. Littleton, hit it and rolled up her arm and down her arm. Tough shot. 11-8. They get the point back. End the serve. Bluefield by 3, set 1. Serving will be Leah Santana out of Puerto Rico. And that one is credit for an ace for them. It's 12-8. Serving Batelli. And another ace. That one's off the hand of Shelby Miller. She patted her chest and said, that's on me. 13-8. Set 1 belonging to Bluefield right now. On the serve. Miller. Wilson. DeVotai. Holy smokes. Bella's bringing it. She's got the foot on the gas pedal tonight. 13-9. Nice shot by DeVotai. She'll come off the floor. Bryn will serve now. Riley Bryn trying to get it going. We're down 4. Set 1. 13-9. Oh, great effort by Bluefield. To their credit, hit the net and they keep it alive, but this time they don't. In the middle, give it to Aaron Littleton. 13-10. Serving Bryn. Bluefield on the pass, on the set, rolls down the net. Point Bluefield for Kessid Russell. Serving Bluefield. Serving the libero. On the jump serve. Miller. Wilson. Ryan. Thought we had a point. Over the shoulder. Hits the net. We did. Point Buffs. 14-11. We get to the 3 mark and just can't get over the hump. Let's see if we can here. Serving now for Milligan is Olivia Schoenstraw. Young lady out of Bluffton, South Carolina. Here's your set for Bluefield, and the kill blocked to the net. Great job by Addison Varney. On to their credit, Varney does it again. This time he got a point. Addison dropped it right in the middle of the defense, in the middle of the floor. Addison out of Lovell, the junior. Gives us the point. We cut it to 2, 14-12. Serving Schoenstraw. Back row libero. Shot, and it's out. Hit it too hard. Point Milligan. Russell hit it too hard. It's 14-13. We're trying to tie it up for the 3rd time in the set. We've been tied at, actually 4th time. We're tied at 1, 2, and 3. Schoenstraw getting some points here. Keep it up, Olivia. Out of South Carolina. Bring it. Here it comes. Back row. Point. Good job by Schoenstraw. We're tied at 14. Milligan has climbed back from a 5-point deficit at 1 point, 13-8. We've outscored them 6-1 here to tie it up, 14-14. Schoenstraw gives us her lead for the first set. On the set, on the kill, and they come right back and respond. Gowellick gets the point, brings it right back to Bluefield, 15-14. 25-2. Serving with the left hand. Got a little got a little mojo on that little spin, top spin on the ball. Shelby Miller. No, that one's not coming back. Shelby with kill number 122 on the season. We're tied at 15 with a power hammer by Shelby Miller. Our 5th tie the set. 15-15 serving. Bryn. Back row pass. Here's your set. Off the top of the net and point for Bluefield. Hit the top of the net, ricocheted off Our Lady's hand and went out of bounds off our hand. Point, and Bluefield gets it right back. 16-15 Bluefield. Set one, serving. Devery Loesch from Idaho. Long way from Bluefield. Sanderson. Miller. With power. I mean, she brings it. That is scary. Our sixth tie, right back at it, 16-16. Miller will serve it. She has 14 aces on the season. How about number 15 right here to give us our first lead? Back row Libero on the pass, on the kill. Right there, Shelby to get it. Set up Wilson. Ryan across court. Check that. Bryn got it. Got our first lead. Taylor Bryn gives the Lady Buffs our first lead of the set at 17-16. Miller serves again. They go down to get it. Here's the set. And in the net. Yep. Lady Buffs, 18-16. Two straight now for the orange and black. Serving Miller. Keep bringing it, Shelby. And this is going to be an off-balance set. Can you get it across? They can. Miller. Bryn, and it's going to be in the net. It goes. The bow tie is in the net, apparently. They give the point to the Lady Rams. 18-17, set one. Serving Gowalik. And that's going to be out. And we'll take it. 18-18. It's always good you get points when you don't really have to work for them. They make a mistake. That's a tie. The set. 18, actually 19-17. We get the lead. Here's the set. There's the kill. That's going to be in. Lady Buffs. Serving Voss. Buffs are ready to fence. And it hits the net. We'll take it. Service there. 20-18. Milligan set one. Serving Faith Wilson. Give me 5, Faith. I need 5 points, ma'am. Serving. Bluefield. On the pass. On the pass. Cross court shot. Back row Miller. Faith Wilson sets it. There comes Ryan, and they'll get it off that back row. Here's the set. And a dinker. Not there. Point, Lady Buffs. On the misfire by Vitelli. 21-18 Milligan. Hey, what's impressive. Timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball. Ready. 21-18 Milligan trying to close it out here. Faith Wilson on the serve. We need block to the net off the hands of Kira Ryan and Aaron Littleton. Number 7 can get up. Morgan Wigg, 5'11", but she's got power. 21-19 Milligan. The bow tie. back row. Even there, she brings it with power. And a count shot by Russell. 21-20 Milligan. Set one. Serving Batelli out of California. Young lady's a freshman. Sienna Batelli serving. Here we go. Miller. Wilson. Littleton, a dinker, got it. Smart play by Aaron Littleton. They thought she was coming to the fastball, and they gave her a changeup. 22-20 Milligan. Smart play by our freshman from Bristol. Aaron Littleton. Bren to serve it. Riley Bren for the Lady Buffs. There's a left-handed shot. Nice reaction by Faith Wilson. There's Sanderson. Miller. Here's your set. Little dinker right there. Great response by Milligan. Shelby off the hand. Over the shoulder return by Batelli. Cross-court shot. Blocked to the net. Great job by Aaron Littleton. Great reaction by Littleton, our freshman. And Bluefield wants a timeout. 23-20. We got a timeout. Let me tell you what's going on with our men's golf team. Finishing one stroke shy of a team title at the Upstate Fall Festival in Greer, South Carolina. Freshman standout Evan Caldwell from Milligan closed Monday's first round with a two-shot lead. Manuel Gutierrez, 71 in round one, was followed by a 75 in the second set. He tied for eighth. Another freshman, Aiden Sinclair, third buff to close out his event. He tied for 16th with a score of 149. Team closed the event at plus 23, just a stroke back of North Greenville for the tournament title. So Milligan ever so consistent, shooting 292 in round one and a tournament best 291 in the second round. So congratulations to the men's golf team finishing second. The Upstate Fall Invitational ending earlier today in Greer, South Carolina. So congratulations to our golf team. 23-20 Milligan. Riley Bren trying to finish it for us in set number one here for the Lady Buffs. Bren, the senior out of Gray, will serve it. And going down to dig it, can't get it. We got the point. Set point here, 24-20. Be a big boost we can win this after losing a heartbreaker Saturday the way we did to Tennessee Wesleyan. Cross-court shot blocked to the net, and it comes down on our side. Point Bluefield, 24-21. Lady Buffs, libero to serve it. And that's going to go out, and that's it. Set one goes to Milligan. 25-20. We win it. We'll be back with set number two. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball. set number 2 here. Milligan University, the Buffs trailed at 1 point by 5 at 13-8. We had in that first set 6 ties. We took our first lead at 17-16 and going to win that first set 25-20. Some excellent play by Shelby Miller and Aaron Littleton, the freshman out of Bristol. In fact, quite frankly, they all played well. So we're up 1-0 here. The best 3 out of 5 serving will be Videlli for Bluefield. Miller, Wilson, Miller. And that'll be point Lady Buffs. You have the first set stats? So 1-0 Lady Buffs on the floor for Milligan. In the home black, orange, and white. Front row, Addison Varney, Shelby Miller, Kira Ryan, Faith Wilson, and Riley Bryn, and serving with Schoenstraw, who got us some points in that first set big time. 2-0 Milligan. So Olivia Schoenstraw, young lady out of Bluffton, South Carolina, got us several points in that first set. Serving, here we go. We lead 2-0 out of the gate here in set 2. And off the hand of Bryn on a good kill by the front row for the Bluefield Lady Rams out of Bluefield, Virginia. Serving will be the libero.
Do you want individual?
So in that first set, we were letting kills, but to nobody, thank you, to nobody's surprise. Kaylee says, let me brighten the screen for you there, Cowboy. Thank you. Shelby with 4 kills, 3 by Barney, 3 by the bow tie in that first set. So that's a total of, and you throw in Littleton's 2 and Bryn's 1, you have, and Shelby just got another kill. So 8, 11, 12, 13, 14 kills so far. We lead at 3-1 in set 2. Kaylee Hendrickson is awesome. Thank you, ma'am. Serving on the set. On the back row of Bryn, but can't get it back to her teammate. Goes off her hand out of bounds. 3-2. Lady Buffs in set 2 here. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. So thank you, wherever you may be. As the late Rush Limbaugh would say, across the fruited plain, watching Milligan University sports, in this case for volleyball tonight. We got basketball coming. We got baseball coming. We got softball coming. Bryn, too far, out of bounds, 4-2. So serving for Bluefield. Will be Paige Betty. Oh, check that, not Betty. It was Isabel LaChuca. Point Milligan. Miller to serve here. DeVoe on the front row. She played excellent that first set. The sophomore out of Greenville, and that's an ace for Shelby Miller. Came in with 14. That's her 15th ace of the season. Miller and the Lady Buffs lead 5-3. On the front row is Bryn, DeVoe, and Varney. Also out there is number 4 now. We see Kendall Hodge, the freshman out of Piney Flats, on the floor now. Serving for Bluefield is Devery Loesch on the jump serve. Miller, the bow tie, cross-court shot, mistimed her jump. Point goes Bluefield. We're tied at 5 here. Our first tie of set 2 and number 7 on the evening. 1-0 Milligan. We're in set 2. We're tied up 5-5. Sanderson, the bow tie, blocked at the net by number 19. That's the big lady at 5'10", Ella Gowillick. And Bluefield takes their first lead, 6-5. And net serve will take it. Tied at 6. Serving Grace Sanderson. Miller. Hodge. Too far, Brian. So Bluefield 2 unanswered, leading at 8-6 now. Buffs ready to go in the defense here. Littleton back on the floor, playing very well tonight again. Hodge on the set. The bow tie with a dinker. They go diving for it, they dig it out. Block to the net. Off the hands, it'll go point Bluefield. 9-6. You do the math, since the 5-5 tie, they've outscored us 4-1 here. Serving Gowellick for Bluefield. We're in set 2. Buffs led the first, or won the first, rather, 1-0. On the serve, back row Shelby, and that's going to go out of bounds. 10-6. An ace for Gowellick, the young lady out of Quartz Hill, California. Back on the floor, Riley Bryn. 10-6. Serving Gowellick, got to break serve and get the ball back. Miller, Hodge, Bryn, sailed on her, out. 11-6. We're down 5 now. Serving Gowellick, got to break serve. Got to stop her mojo here. See if we can do it right here. Miller goes down to dig it out. To Hodge, to Littleton, and that's how you do it. On the kill, Baron Littleton. On the hammer. Whew. Brought down with authority off the ricochet, off the hand of the blue. Lady Ram, we get the point in the serve. Nice job, Aaron Littleton. Serving Faith Wilson on the serve. Left-hander, got it in there. Rachel Sasson with the kill from Wichita, Kansas. Again, it's interesting. All the ladies are from all over the world, certainly all over the country. You know, all over the world's a little bit of a stretch. They're from Puerto Rico, but they're all over the country. Nevada, Virginia, California, Minnesota, Idaho, Illinois, Kansas, California. Buffs down 5. Cross-court shot. Returned on the back row on the pass. Here's the set, and they'll drop it in. On our back row, we left it exposed, and they made us pay for it. 13-7. Serving is Katie Voss on the serve. We got to get a ball back. Miller, Wilson, Bryn. There's the set. There's the pass going for the kill. The dinker. We react. Great job by Kara Ryan. Littleton, back row on the save. And the kill, and just went up and got it. She can play. Number 7 is really, really good. Morgan Wigg. And a timeout, Milligan. They've doubled the score here in set 2. We trail 14-7. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball.
Milligan University, home of the Buffaloes, a place that feels like home from day one. Milligan is a Christ-centered liberal arts university where you're known by name, surrounded by a community rich in faith, tradition, and a mission to help prepare you to be a servant leader.
Imagine with me what the next 4+ years of your life could look like.
Your first day of class to graduation, Milligan is where your faith grows, your education is expanded, and you're prepared for what's ahead.
Come experience it for yourself. Schedule a visit at milligan.edu today.
Back at Steve Lacey Fieldhouse, we trail 14-7. Coach Bayes called timeout to settle the troops down here. Let's see what we can do is get this thing turned around, down by 7. Here's the set. Littleton with the left hand. Down there to dig it out was Katie Voss for Bluefield. Sanderson, Grace will pass. Here's the set. Here's the dinker by Ryan. They'll bat it around. They'll keep it going. Cross court, blocked to the net. Good job by Littleton and by Ryan. Miller, Wilson, Bryn, tip to the net. They'll keep it going. And a block and a point by Abby is checked in. 5'10" senior, another tall skyscraper for Bluefield. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls at either 5'10" or 5'11". Buffs down 8 here, set 2. And that one's going to be in. Another hit by Bohm. 16-7. So since the 6-6 tie, we've been outscored 10-1 here. We've got to get it back. Katie Voss racking up the serve points here. At the net, couldn't get it, make it 17-7. We lead it, we're in set 2. We lead it 1-0. Voss has been on the road. We got to break the string here. Wilson, the bow tie. And in the net, and we broke the tie with their miscue, but we'll take it. 17-8, Milligan serves. Bryn will go back to do it. Riley Bryn. Welcome to our viewers on YouTube all over the world. You're watching Milligan Buffalo Volleyball. It's Bluefield out of Virginia. And the kill, and it's out. Point, Lady Buffs. So, little by little, inch by inch, anything's a cinch. We put 2 on the board here, back to back. We've cut it to 8. Back row, here's the pass, here's the set. Here's the kill at the net, right there. Job of Littleton. The power hit by Wig. Shelby off that back foot, and they'll get that third hit. Can he get it over? They do. Sanderson on the pass. Here's the set. The dinker by Miller. Great job by Shelby. Up airborne, elevated, and flipped her hand on that return. Bryn. Ryan. And that one's going to be off the hand of the Lady Buffs off that front row. Point, Bluefield. 18-9. Front row is Wilson, Littleton, Miller, Sanderson. The 6 on the floor right now. Kiera Ryan, cross-court shot. Voss will return it for Bluefield. And a power kill by Kessid Russell. Another timeout, Milligan. 19-9, Bluefield set 2. We lead 1-0, trailing here 19-9. You're watching Milligan Volleyball. Back at Steve Lacey Fieldhouse, we're down 10 here at set 2. We got to get this ship turned around here, this Milligan Buffalo ship. See what happens here. Serving will be Vitelli for the Lady Rams out of Bluefield. On the serve, Miller. Faith Wilson sets it. Ryan takes it back on the back row. Vitelli will keep it going to Voss. to Russell. Oh, great back row save by Bryn. Cross court, Miller. Littleton keeps it going. Miller tries it again, and it rolls down the net. She was trying to avoid hitting her teammate, Grace Sanderson. So we're down 20-9 now. Totally different set after set one. We won 1-0. So Vitelli will serve it. Shelby Miller, Faith Wilson, Shelby back, and that one hits the net. 21-9 at Bluefield. Serving Sienna Vitelli. And that would go, that's out. It was right on the line. We'll take it. 21-10. Schoenstrahl to serve it. Now, Olivia got us some points in the first set. She rattled off about 4 or 5 points. We're down 11 here, set two. Nice serve of Schoenstrahl. Here's the set. And, oh, great dig out by Brink. Can we keep it going? Wilson. And great job by Faith Wilson to keep it going. Here's your set. Great job, Wilson. Oh, Ryan. Wilson, Schoenstrahl sets it. Kira Ryan will bring it and kill off that back row. Good dig out by the back row person. That would be James. Here's a Dinker Barney who's back on the floor. Here's the libero on the set. Sets it out, sets it too far. Point on the return. 21-11 now, Bluefield. Lady Buffs trying to crawl back in this thing, down by 10. Schoenstrahl to serve it. Here's your set. At the net. Good off the hand of Varney. Good reaction by Shelby to keep it going. Here's Ryan. Point. Nice job, Kira Ryan. Kira went up there and hammered it. Ryan, the senior out of Myrtle Beach. And now Bluefield wants a timeout. We'll take a break. We're crawling back into this. We're down 9. You're watching Milligan Volleyball. Schoenstrahl serving. 21-12. Milligan down 9 here. Let's see if we can get it turned around. Olivia Schoenstrahl is shown to be very effective back there serving. On that front row is Shelby Miller, Addison Varney, and Kira Ryan. Also Faith Wilson, and also out there for the Lady Buffs, Riley Bryn. Thanks for being with us. Yours truly, Tom Taylor, bringing it to you. Along with Kaylee Hendrickson, producing it tonight for us, as always. Serving Schoenstrahl. Olivia, we need 9 to get it tied back up here. It's doable. Block to the net. Great job of Shelby and great job of Varney. And that's going to be out. 21-13 now. Lady Buffs. We were down 19-9. You can do the math. We've outscored them 4-1 here. Schoenstrahl to serve it. 21-12. Buffs down. Here's the set. And the kill. And she brought it. Russell gets it to give it back to Bluefield. 21-14, Lady Rams here. We're in set 2. And we trail, or rather we lead the series of the match 1-0. Won the first one, 25-20. Nice dig out by Grace Sanderson. She's our player of the game on Saturday. Here's your set. And there's a kill off Anna Bryn. Another power kill by, let's see, number 5. She's only 5'8", but she brings it from Virginia. Kesset Russell. 23-13, Bluefield. Miller. Wilson. Ryan. Block to the net. Great job of Varner to block it. Good job, Faith Wilson. Just got right over the coverage. To Sanderson, to Miller. Cross court. Kill. Off the libero's hand. 23-14. Shelby with the kill. Hodge to serve it now. You see the score at the top of the screen. I'm just used to giving the score all the time, but you can see it. This one goes 24-14. Set point. Serving for Bluefield will be Isabella Lachuca out of Puerto Rico. Here we go. See if we can keep it rolling here. Lady Buff stack it up here in the defense. Sanderson, Wilson, Miller, kill. Shelby Miller with power. 24-15. The senior out of Irwin keeps us alive here in set 2. She'll go back and serve it. On the serve. Here's your set for Bluefield. The lefty brings it, and that'll do it. 25-15. Bluefield takes set 2. We'll come back with set 3. We're tied at 1. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball. probably good for you to know, isn't it? It is good for you to know. You'll be here again. I said we'll be here Tuesday against the Pikeville Bears. You Pike. 6:30 first serve on Tuesday night. Lady Buffs going a 2-game swing on Friday and Saturday out of town. We're back in here on Tuesday. So, it's tied 1-1 here. Best 3 out of 5. We're going to set 3. We won the first one 25-20. They took the second one 25-15. Thanks for joining us. Kaylee Hendrickson producing and directing. Here's truly Tom Taylor bringing it to you. Bryn will serve it to get us started with set number 3 here. Lady Buffs. And here we go. Russell to Wilson. Miller. Libero in the back row sets it, or passes. Here's the set. Russell, cross-court shot. And Shelby goes there, board, and just takes it over the coverage for our first point. 1-0, set 3 here. Miller, the senior out of Irwin. She came into the game in the kill department with 121 kills, which is pretty amazing, really. Leads us in almost every category. Number 25, the senior out of Irwin. Here she goes again, and there it goes again. Another kill by Shelby Miller. She's working on player of the game now. I don't think it's 11-0. Maybe a scoreboard glitch. 2-0 Buffs. And point Bluefield makes it 2-1. We may have a scoreboard issue. We do. See if we can get it reset. There you go, 2-1. Mr. Sweeney got it done. By the way, Mr. Sweeney's going to be a daddy. How about that? He and wife Bethany, or Beth, who's one of the assistant coaches for Milligan Volleyball, are going to be parents. It's awesome. Expecting the first child, he said, in March. Tied at 2 here. Vitelli to Russell, blocked at the net, and down the arm of Ryan. And Aaron Littleton on that front row, along with Faith Wilson, back rows Miller, and Sanderson, and Riley Bryn here. Bluefield takes their first lead at 3-2 here. It snowballed on us that last set. And another point for Bluefield, 4-2. Lady Rams will serve. Libero will do the honors. Sanderson, way to go down and dig it out to Ryan, blocked to the net. We keep it going. Wilson to Littleton off her hand, and point Bluefield 5-2 now. Lady Rams on a 3-0 run. Torres serving it. Wilson at the net. Good job by Bryn on the back row on that dig. Littleton on the set, and point. Goellick, the big girl, makes it a 6-2 lead now. 4-0 run for the visitors out of Bluefield. Torres serving here. Sanderson on the ace. On On the serve, Bluefield. Sanderson, back row. He's helped by Bryn. To Littleton. They got tangled up on the back row. Bryn and Sanderson. Grace hit it, couldn't get out of the way. Bryn tried to get to it. 8-2, 6-0 run by Bluefield here. Trying to break serve. The Rams serving it. The Buffaloes defending it. And a setup, and Russell gets the point. 9-2. So Kesset Russell out of Virginia gives them 7 unanswered here. 9-2. Torres to serve. Bryn. Varney. Over's Ryan. Set. Russell blocked to the net. Great job by Littleton and Ryan. Russell blocked to get in the net. Point. Close. Aaron Littleton got that. 9-3. We break serve after a 7-0 run by the visitors. Varney, Ryan, and Miller on that front row for us. Serving Littleton, the freshman. On the set right there, and Varney, like she was in the net. She didn't think so. 10-3. Bluefield leads at 10-3 in set 3. We're tied 1. We won the first one by 5. They won the second set by 10. They've taken the momentum here away from us on our floor for the moment. Miller, and that's a good way to get it back. On the power kill by Shelby Miller, 10-4. Miller came match tonight with 121 kills. Wow. Averaging 3 kills a game, and there's a whole lot more than that tonight. And off the hand of Bryn, point for Bluefield. 11-4, Lady Rams. Serving will be Devry Loesch. Bryn, Wilson, Miller. They dig it out. Miller does it again. A point. Lady Buffs here in the net. 9 teams in the net will get it. 11-5 here. Serving Shelby Miller, the senior out of Irwin, Tennessee. Played her volleyball at Unicoi County. On the serve. Libero went down to get it. And blocked to the net by Addison Varney. One of the few times the big girl went up tonight and didn't get it. Way to go, Addison Varney. Blocked it for the point. 11-6, Milligan down 5. And an ace by Shelby Miller. And she came in with 14 of those. Service aces on the season. She had several of those tonight. 11-7, serving. Faith Wilson, Grace Sanderson, Shelby Miller. Libero gets a hand on it. Third hit, can't do it. Point Milligan. They've cut it to 4. 11-7 after trailing 9-2. We've outscored them 5-2 here the last couple of points. Miller continues to serve to our left here. It's a very, very pretty Steve Lacey Fieldhouse. A great job cosmetically in this facility. The lefty got that little mojo on it, got a little spin on it. Rachel Sasson gets the point for Bluefield. I don't care whether it's baseball, basketball, or volleyball. If you're left-handed, you got a little extra mojo on, extra spin. Gowellick serving. Net serve. We'll take it. 12-9. Milligan down 3. Serving Grace Sanderson. Grace out of St. Charles, Missouri. And Dig can bring it. Morgan, I said Dig. My apology. Morgan Wig. She can bring it. She gets the point. They get the serve. 13-9 Bluefield. DeVotai's back in. Cross-court serve. Sanderson. Wilson on the set. DeVotai on the kill. Bella out of Greenville with authority for the sophomore. Bella DeVotai. Heck of a hit. Heck of a kill. We've cut it to 3 now. 13-10. Climbing this mountain after being down by as much as we've been down by as much as 4 here in this third set. And that one's going to be out. Buffs get the point, 13-11. We've cut it to 2 now here in set 3. Faith Wilson serving. Faith out of Kingsport, Tennessee, the sophomore on the serve. Set. She hits it too far. It was tipped. It was tipped, they say, and they'll get the point. How about that? Serving Sienna Vitelli out of California. Back row, Schoenstraw to Littleton and blocked. Aaron Littleton, another big point for us. 14-12 now. Milligan down 2 in set 3. For Milligan on the floor, Taylor Bryn to serve it. Bryn, Miller, Ryan, Littleton, Wilson, and Sanderson. The 6 on the floor, serving Bryn. Down 2, trying to dig back in an orange and black comeback. Nice job by Wilson. On that pass to Ryan, cross court, it's tipped. But it goes out of bounds. 15-12 Bluefield. They, for the moment, stop her momentum. Serving the libero. Our libero's got the pass on the set. Miller, holy smokes, knocked her down. She hit her so hard. Good night. Ryan on the set. Russell, great dig out by Bryn. Sanderson, give us one more. They did it. Great job, Miller. Great job, Sanderson, to keep it going. And Bryn, and a point. Bluefield. After all that tough stuff. Great hustle in the back row by Bryn, and Sanderson just couldn't get us the point. 16-12 now. Bluefield, set 3. Torres serving. Sanderson on the pass. Here's the Shelby, bringing it. Dig it out. Russell, blocked to the net. Point. Great job, Littleton. Great job, Kier Ryan. 16-13 now. We get the point, the serve, and hopefully the momentum here. Erin Littleton, young lady out of Bristol, is very poised for a freshman. She'll serve it. And there it is. And it's an ace. Erin Littleton with the ace on the serve. Littleton on the season, her 7th, and timeout, Bluefield. Momentum changing. We'll be back. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball. Back at Steve Lacey, Kaylee Hendrickson producing. We're bringing it to you. We're down to a 2-point deficit here. Littleton serves. Here's the set at the net, and they just dinked it over. Dadgummit anyway. 17-14. Bluefield with a 3-point. Going to 25, of course. Serving will be 18. That'll be Isabella LaChuca. Miss LaChuca is from Apple Valley, California. The senior serving with the left hand. Back row Bryn. Wilson on the set. Miller Here's the set again now for, and this going cross court, went out, point Milligan. The lefty cross court shot, tried to go from the right front net to the side stripe, and not there. We get the point. We're down 2, 17-15. You see the top of your screen. Vitelli. Here's a libero. Misfire. 17-16. Milligan down 1. Bring it, Taylor Brand, the freshman. Keep it coming. A net serve, unfortunately. 18-16. Bluefield gets the point and the serve. Buffs have on that front row. Addison Barney. Shelby Miller. Faith Wilson. Taylor and Riley Brindle the back row along with Grace Sanderson. Serving. Sanderson. Bryn. Miller. Holy smokes, can she bring it? Good dig out with a libero. At the net, blocked, and a point off Russell, and counted by Sidney James out of Las Vegas. Gets the point. 19-16 now. Bluefield. Set 3, we're tied at 1. Rams got. And this one's going to go out on the service there, and we'll take it. Points at a premium. We'll get them any way we can get them. 19-17, down 2. Serve. Crowd starting to get in this a little bit. Miller. Barney. Barney again. Point. Nice job, Addison Barney with the left hand. 19-18. Good job of Barney. Pulls within 1. Can we tie it up for the second time in the set? We've been tied at 2-2. Vitelli blocked to the net, off the hand of Faith Wilson. Point goes back to them. It's 20-18 now, Bluefield. Lady Rams. 2-point lead in the serve here. 20-18 Bluefield. Set 3. Schoenstraw to Wilson. To the bow tie. And coming back. Killed by Bella the bow tie. She can bring it. 21-19, or 20-19 rather. Milligan trying to tie it up here. Serving will be Grace Sanderson Olivero. Vitelli. Here's the set to Wig, and she got it. Her batting average is pretty good. When they give her the ball, she responds. Morgan Wig, the junior, out of Willow River, Minnesota, gives them a 2-point advantage of 21-19. Set 3, we're tied at 1. On the serve. And Schoenstraw makes it 22-19. And timeout Milligan. We're down 3. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball. Here we go. Can we stop them? We're down 3, 22-19 in set 3. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball from Steve Lacey Fieldhouse against the Bluefield, Virginia Lady Rams. This will sail on them out of bounds. Service error. We get the point. We're down 2, 22-20. Serving Faith Wilson. Faith, the sophomore out of Kingsport. Serving. your set. And Wig blocked to the net. Great job by Ryan and Littleton. And she'll come back again. This time they don't get it. She makes it 23-20, the redhead with power. Morgan Wig, W-I-G-G. 23-20, Bluefield, set 3. Serving. And a misfire between Wilson and Littleton. Set point here. And timeout for Coach Bays. We talked about the men earlier. The ladies finished 20th. I'm sorry, the 20th ranked women's golf team. The golf tournament or invitation was predominantly with NCAA Division II schools. We finished 8th for the Buffaloes. Bailey Magaha and freshman Tessa Wilk tied for 15th overall. Mallory Tefrucht, we'll say that, T-E-V-R-U-C-H-T, closed event, a tie for 30th. Catalina Easley finishing 39th, and Madison Butler came away from the tournament in 59th, but we finished up 8th as a team, the women's golf team, 20th ranked team in the country, NAIA, but playing in a predominantly NCAA Division II tournament. That was in Greer, South Carolina, yesterday and today. All right, the Buffs got to try and get it turned around here. Down by 4. This is set point, 24-20 Bluefield. DeVotai to Wilson. To Bella, cross-court shot. It's tipped to the net. They'll keep it going. Russell for the point. Got it. And Bluefield jumps up, winning back-to-back sets. Bluefield jumps up 25-20. We're down 2-1. We'll come back with set number 4. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball.
Welcome to Milligan University, home of the Buffaloes, a place that feels like home from day one. Milligan is a Christ-centered liberal arts university where you're known by name, surrounded by a community rich in faith, tradition, and a mission to help prepare you to be a servant leader.
Imagine with me what the next 4+ years of your life could look like.
From your first day of class to graduation, Milligan is where your faith grows, your education is expanded, and you're prepared for what's ahead.
Come experience it for yourself. Schedule a visit at milligan.edu today.
Back at Steve Lacey Fieldhouse, ready for set number 4. Big thanks to Kaylee producing tonight and directing. We're ready to bring it to you. Set 4, we're down 2-1. We've won the first one 25-20. And then we have kind of shot ourselves in the foot here a little bit. We trail 2-1. But that was in. This is now. It's time to turn this wagon around here. Get ready. Try and win this thing tonight. So the Buffs will start on the front row with Kira Ryan and Faith Wilson and Aaron Littleton. Back row will be Riley Brin and Grace Sanderson and Shelby Miller. Serving will be Sienna Vitelli. Here we go, set 4. We got to win this one. We're going home. Miller at the net, blocked, and we got it. First start for the point on this 4 set. Out of the 4 sets, we scored the first point each of the last 3 sets. Sets 2, 3, and 4. 1-0. Serving Schoenstrahl. Vitelli. And again, it's hit too hard and out. I said it was tipped. They get the point. Okay. We're tied at 1. Serving will be the libero, Elidi Torres out of Puerto Rico. Tied at 1. Actually, they're saying well, it can't be 2-0 because we and a diving try by Miller can't get it. 2-1. Now it's should be 2-1. There you go. They got it fixed. Scoreboard says correct, as our score says 2-1. The visitors. We'll pick our players of the game tonight. They already, one of them's going to be Shelby Miller. She's played lights out tonight. Barney on the tip, off the hand. Point, Buffs. We tie at 2. Our second tie early in set number 4. We're down 2-1. Taylor Brin to serve it. And too far. Point Bluefield, 3-2. And serving for the Lady Rams will be Isabella Lachuca, a senior out of Apple Valley, California. Came here from the University of Charleston to Bluefield. Miller, blocked to the net and out. We get the point. And Shelby, like Rachel Maiden here last year, just elevates her game. I mean, she can go up like that. One step and she's way up in the clouds. She can jump. So can the bow tie. And off the, great diving dig by Grace Sanderson, our player of the game. The bow tie on the set. A cross-court shot by Beller, set by Brin, rather. There's Miller, and point Bluefield to break the tie. They take it back 4-3. Let's set the lineup for Milligan. On the front row will be Wilson and Varney. And the serving will be Loesch. Here's your pass. The bow tie off the hand, killed by Bella. What a shot by the bow tie. Ties it up at 4. She can bring it. 4-4 tie. Serving will be Grace Sanderson. We're down 2-1. Volleyball here on this final day in September. Vitelli blocked to the net. Good job by Barney. The dinker, and great dig out by Faith Wilson. Miller, great job by Faith to keep it going for us. Here's the set, missed the shot, missed the, set her up for the kill, and she mistimed her jump, mistimed her handling of the ball. We take the point, 5-4. By the big girl, Ella Gowellick. Out. Milligan leads 6-4. 2-point lead. We're down 2-1. We went to the rally set on Saturday before losing to Tennessee Wesleyan. Here's your set. Here's a cross-court shot. Good dig out by Bryn. Shelby with a kill. Not coming back. Kill. Shelby Miller with a hammer. So already she's one of our players of the game. I'm just going to go ahead and call it. Out of the two, we got to pick the other one. Kaylee helps me pick them. Cross-court shot. Sanderson to Wilson to Varney. Or check that, Littleton. Nice job, Aaron Littleton. There's another player of the game candidate. We doubled the score now, 8-4 Buffs. Set number 4, we're trailing 2-1. Libero to Libero on the serve and out. Gowellick hit it, but hit it too far, and Milligan leads it by 5 at 9-4. Serving, Grace Sanderson out of St. Charles, Missouri. Goes down to dig it out. Here's the pass, cross-court shot. Miller. Wilson on the set. The bow tie, back row, pass set for Bluefield. Cross-court shot. Shelby's there. Sanderson's there. The bow tie's there. Here's that lefty again. Shelby got one more, get it across. Good job, Milligan. Wilson will finish it and get it back across. There's the kill, block to the net. And a point, Lady Buffs. They were in the net. Milligan was 6 unanswered, leading it 10-4. And timeout, Bluefield. Buffs by 6, set 4. You're watching Milligan Volleyball. Sanderson to serve here. Buffs up 6. Great dig out by Shelby Miller. Sacrificing the body across the floor. And Bryn on a misfire. They get the point, 10-5. Breaks a 6-0 run by the Lady Buffs. Gowellick will serve it. So Milligan on a 2-game road swing. They'll go Friday to Bernal. Swing, and they'll go to Reinhardt on Saturday. Then come back home for 3 in a row. Tuesday, Pikeville. Friday, Spartanburg Methodist. And next Saturday, CIU. So Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, next week, the Buffs are here at Steve Lacy. As Dorothy said in The Wizard of Oz, there ain't no home. Gowellick to serve it here. 10-5, Milligan, trail 2-1. Gowellick serving. Sanderson on the pass, set Wilson, the bow tie. Blocked at the net. Bella keeps it going. Wilson, third hit going across Miller. Gowellick to Wig. This time we respond to the big redhead. The bow tie. Got it. Great dump by Bella the bow tie. Corner. Talking about seeing eyes. Dropped it where they ain't. Great dump down to that left corner by the bow tie. The sophomore. Milligan by 6, set 4. Here's your set. Miller on the pass. Here's your set. The bow tie. Blocked at the net. We keep it going. Miller. And it'll be out. Sailed on her. 11-6. Lady Buffs. Front row is Ryan and Littleton. And Wilson. Kendall Hodge now checks in. Hodge, Sanderson, Miller, and the bow tie, along with Littleton and Ryan, the 6 on the floor. The bow tie, Hodge, Miller, sailed on her, 11-7. Buffs by 4, set 4. Serving is Katie Voss. Miller, Hodge, the bow tie. And they shoot it out. Hit it too far. One of the big girls, Abby Bohm, 5'10 senior out of Illinois. We take the point, 12-7. Again, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls, 5'10 or taller. 12-7 Milligan, set 4. Bounced around, point. Lady Buffs ran out of hits, took 4. You only get 3, as you know, 13-7. Brenda serve. And Wig hits it out. $14-7, we double the score here. I think the coach threw his clipboard. I think I got him in trouble. I don't think so. They've switched the score now. It's 13-8. Yep, it is. They fixed it. 13-9. Buffs by 4. Serving Vitelli. When you throw your clipboard, it usually gets you in trouble if you're a volleyball coach. Cross-court shot dug out by Torres. Russell. And hits it right in the middle of our defense. And Russell and the Lady Rams make it 13-10 now. Milligan. Serving Vitelli. Here's your set. Littleton out. 14-10 Milligan will take that point. Serving will be Schoenstraw. Olivia comes in and gets key serves and points for us. Olivia, the sophomore out of Bluffton, South Carolina, she'll serve it. And Wig gets the kill. She's been hitting them out. That time she didn't. She hit it right into our back left corner, 14-11. Lady Buff basketball teams here. They're going to be practicing next year. They'll clear the floor pretty quickly so the Lady Buffs of Kylie Greer can hit the hardwood. Right. Tuesday night basketball practice. They start their season October 30th. Nice dig, little dink by Varney. Nice job, Addie Varney. 15-11 Milligan here in set number 4. Serving now will be Bryn. Taylor Bryn, the freshman out of Gray. Younger sister Riley, and here we go. Let's see what we got. Taylor Bryn on the serve. Here's the set. And a dinker. Great dig by Grace Sanderson. Bryn back across. Here's Torres. This Russell. great dig by Bryn, back row. Shelby on the running hit down to the corner and just missed. Out of bounds. Point Bluefield, 15-12. Missed by the hair, but chinny chin chin, the old Three Little Pigs. Serving, LaChuca. Buffs by 3, set 4. We're down 2-1. Wilson sets it. Rolls down the net. Can't get it. Point Bluefield, 15-13. Kaylee will be picking the other player of the game tonight. Picked ours, Shelby Miller. On the serve. Wilson, Miller, blocked at the net. Point didn't have an open. Point Bluefield, 15-14. They've cut it to 1 here. And a timeout. We'll be back. 15-14, Milligan set 4. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball.
Milligan University, home of the Buffaloes, a place that feels like home from day one. Milligan is a Christ-centered liberal arts university where you're known by name, surrounded by a community rich in faith, tradition, and a mission to help prepare you to be a servant leader.
Imagine with me what the next 4+ years of your life could look like.
From your first day of class to graduation, Milligan is where your faith grows, your education is expanded, and you're prepared for what's ahead.
Come experience it for yourself. Schedule a visit at milligan.edu today.
Fifteen 14, Milligan leads it. Set 4. We trail 2-1 here. We had them 13-7. We've been outscored, obviously, 7-2 here. The game of volleyball can turn on a drop of a hat. I'm telling you how the momentum can go real quick in the sports. Really unbelievable. Barney, great job of reacting. That ball coming off the net. There's the set and point. Milligan. Lady Buffaloes break serve. 16-14 now. Buffs, Shelby will serve it. Sanderson, Bryn. The bow tie back on the floor, along with Wilson and Varney. Gewellick at the net. We keep it going. Miller. Cross-court shot. That's out. 17-14 Milligan. By 3 and set 4. Lady Buffs trying to force out a rally. We trail 2-1, but it's not over yet. Milligan with a 3-point advantage. Miller to serve. Down on her knees, sliding dig by Torres, the libero. This one off the hand of Devote. Goes to Bluefield, 17-15. Right down to the wire. Lady Buffs by 2, set 4. Serving, Devery Loesch. Bryn, Wilson. Point 16 now. Bluefield will scrap you. Serving. Sanderson, Wilson. The bow tie. Varney. There's the set. There's the lefty. Goes out. Cross-court shot. Point Milligan on a misfire by Rachel Sasson. Buffs by 2, 18-16. Serving Grace Sanderson. Here's your set. Great reaction, Miller. Sanderson. The bow tie. Too far. Out. 18-17. Milligan. Gewellick to serve. 5'10". She's a junior out of California serving. And a net serve. We'll take it. We need 5. 19-17 Milligan. Check in Kira Ryan. So on the front row now will be DeBotai and Ryan and Littleton. It's a pretty formidable front row. Here's your set. The lefty cross-court shot, and she got it in. Sasson got that southpaw hit. 19-18. Milligan by 1. Serving will be Katie Voss, VOSS, from Reno, Nevada, by way of Bethany College. Lady Buffs up 1. Set 4, 19-18. And back row, Sanderson to the bow tie. And a set and Wig with the kill. They've tied it at 19. Our 6-point lead's gone, and it's a dogfight here in set 4. Bluefield taking the momentum right now. Katie Voss serving. The bow tie. Sanderson diving try, but Graces couldn't get it. And Bluefield takes their first lead since the 4-4 tie, or 4-3. 20-19. Bryn, it's tipped, and they're not going to get it. Point, Milligan to tie it up, 20-20. Sixth tie of the set. 20-20 tie, 25 by 2 here. Serving. Back row. Here's your set. Wig comes with it hard and a point. She can bring it. Morgan Wig can play. The big redhead. 21-20. Serving, Vitelli. Miller, 22-20. We're down 2, and timeout Milligan. We'll be back. You're watching Milligan University Volleyball. Ace, 23-20. The pendulum has swung in favor of Bluefield here. Ryan, Wilson, Miller. Over, good job by Milligan, keep it going here. Wilson, Littleton, kill. Big time, we got to have that, and she got it. The freshman, Aaron Littleton. We had to have that kill to stop the momentum, we got it. 23-21, Bluefield set 4. We're down 2-1 here. Schoenstraw takes a big deep breath. Olivia about to serve it. We're down 2 in set 4. Here's your set, Wig, and that will be a point for Bluefield. Match point here, 24-21. Bluefield trying to end it right here. 24-21 serving Vitelli. Shelby got it. Miller drops it in over the top of the defense on the front row. 24-22 now. Match point still continues for Bluefield, but serving will be Taylor Bryn. On the serve. Here's your set. Russell. And that'll do it. Bluefield wins it. 25-22. And that's your match. Bluefield wins it 3-1. The Buffs drop to 1-4 in the league and 2-15 overall. Bluefield improves to 2-4 and 4-5. Your final 3-1. Our players of the game tonight. We go with Bella DeVotai and Shelby Miller. And that'll do it from Steve Lacey. Back with you on Tuesday night of next week when Pikeville comes to town. 6:20 airtime, 6:30 first serve. Final here. Bluefield wins it 3-1. You've been watching Milligan University Volleyball. For our athletic director, Christian Pope. For our producer, Kaylee Hendrickson, this is Tom Taylor saying, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching tonight. Milligan University Buffalo Volleyball losers 3-1 tonight to Bluefield, Virginia. Good night, everybody.